Ambassador. I have a question for you, Ambassador Hillman. You might have noticed that in recent months, some Republicans in Congress have been quite critical of Canada. I'm thinking of military spending, Mike Johnson saying that we're riding U.S. coattails on that issue, but also on the border. Senator Cruz and Rubio releasing a letter recently saying they want the northern border to be strengthened, to crack down on that border, fearing that there could be terrorists coming into this country. I know that's kind of an old trope, but they're reviving it. What do you make of this anti-Canada slant that's coming from some Republicans, and how are you prepared to deal with it?
So I guess the first thing I would say is I don't believe that there is any kind of anti-Canadian sentiment within the Republican Party. I have spent months and months visiting Republicans across the country, many of whom are the closest allies of former President Trump, and there isn't a single meeting where I wasn't received with open arms and enthusiasm towards what Canada and the United States can do together. So I think it's very important for Canadians to understand that we are appreciated and we are well liked, if that's the right word, but seen as strategic partners throughout the United States of America. The kind of rhetoric that sometimes gets amplified in the context of the lead up to an election has to be distinguished between really what's happening on the ground. And it's my job, someone like me, to emphasize on really what's happening on the ground and the real relationships that we have. On the defense question, when the Prime Minister was in Washington recently at NATO and announced our path to 2%, that was very well received across the board. In addition, and I think this is also very important to recognize, Americans of all stripes are also very pleased with the focus that we are putting on where we're going to spend the money. Because Canada is focusing on our natural advantages and sort of what we can do and bring to the partnership and bring to our relationship with the United States that is unique. And it has to do with our geography, and it has to do with our focus on the Arctic. So that is being well received by even those who are, let's say, the most demanding when it comes to defense spending.